episode 183. Fire and welcome. Welcome. So much Stevie news, so much breaking news. Oh my God, it's enough to make your head explode.
She's been busy.
The queens are meeting up on the road. Oh, that deserves a goat scream. Somebody wrote they don't like the goat. Well, tough shit, I like it. This is how I feel about Stevie being at Tay-Tay's concert. All right. What is going on? Let's start with what are we drinking? Back from Maine. And in case you guys didn't know it, Maine is a little slap happy over the amount of blueberries they have. It is in everything that is handed to me. Even the breakfast. I was like, do you guys have any jelly for toast? And she brought, but it was like real blueberry thing. I don't know. Holy shit. I mean, one about your whole head goes, I mean, it's good. It's very good. And my friend Peter said his mom wouldn't even, because he's from Maine, she would not make a pie unless the blueberries were from Maine. Because I said in the winter where you could either freeze them or he'd go, they'd be in the grocery store, but they're from South America somewhere. And she'd be like, nope, we're just not having pie. Oh. Wow. I know. So I'm drinking a Blueberry Bar Harbor Ale by the Atlantic Brewing Company. And I'm not a huge blueberry person.
I like them.
I'd be more of a strawberry person. Okay. If anybody would care about any of that, and they don't. But they're good. It's a good beer, and it's a good little change up if you just want something other than the norm. Mm-hmm. And that was brought by Termites, Bob, Corinthia, and Diana. A lot of stuff came backstage. Uh-huh. Most of it made it with me back. Nice. Some of it was left behind for the staff, and a glorious revelation. They're so I love that the theaters love comedy because it's in and out. Yep. There's no load in of band shit. There's no load out. Mm-hmm. There's two people, me and Kelly. Yep. That's it. Here we are, me and whomever. It was Kelly McFarland this weekend. She was so great. And we had a medical emergency during the show. Oh, man. Yeah, but she handled it like a champ. I was sitting side stage watching her, and she looked over at me like, and I'm like, well, pause. Yeah. You pause and say, let's take care of it. Uh-huh. And then you have to reset. But the reset's weird. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad everybody behaved. The crowd was wonderful. To shout out to everybody in Portland, Maine. Just let that go on. Uh-huh. Stay in your seats unless you're in the row where it's happening. Then get your ass up and get out of the way. Uh-huh. The guy was fine. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like...
The ushers told everybody what happened.
The ushers always tell you what happened. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know. I don't even need to know. Just let me know the man's okay. Uh-huh. But I tracked him down because I felt bad. Yeah. Because he came to the show. And he's going to come to, I hope, Hampton Beach. I gave him tickets for there. Nice. Or he can come to Boston. And then he feels like, well, he got not really a free ticket. He already paid for one, but whatever.
Feel better.
Yeah. It was just, weird. Mm-hmm. What are we eating? Well, right now I have Surf Sweet Gummy Bears from Melissa. Organic Fruity Bears. So no, it's the blueberries I smell. Yeah. Thank you, Melissa. But these are good, but they have that sugar on the outside, like a thing. I don't know. What are those called?
Sugar candies?
Sugar candies?
I don't know.
All right, Grandma.
Well, come on.
Do you have any sugar candies? What?
What are those
I don't know.
with the sugar on the outside?
These are interesting.
Yeah. They're organic.
My mom will love it. She loves anything sweet. And we're going to taste some chocolate-covered blueberries. This is a venture. Ooh, they're blue. Yeah. Holy shit, they look like blueberry.
They're blueberry.
If you like blueberries, I found the treat for you. Wilbur's of Maine. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You gotta like blueberries. They're fine. They're good for what they are, if that's your thing. Uh-huh. Probably wouldn't be doing that a lot.
Tiny blueberry aneurysm.
Yeah, it's so... I like blueberry muffins.
That's good.
Love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the hotel, they're like triple stacked.
Because it tastes like cake.
Because they have a lot... Well, yeah. This is Allagash White, which is one of my favorite beers. Beer Brittle. This can't be bad. There can't be... Oh, my God, it's so thick. Jesus. Jesus, my God. But I tried it off. Won't wreck my crowns.
Nice.
What's my judgment now? Will this wreck my crowns? I didn't pay all this money. Oh, wow. That's what I wish my dad was alive. He loved peanut brittle.
Who gave it to you?
He would love this. Trish and Kathy from Rockland, Maine.
Nice. There's a lobster festival there.
There's a lobster festival. Yes, I know there's a lobster festival, and they're very excited about it. And they would like me to come. And I would like to come, too, because I love any kind of lobster, anything. Let me move this around. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's an A+, and it won't break your teeth. Hello, people over 40.
Nice.
This will not break your teeth, I promise. Because if anybody's teeth could be broken,
It's the over 40 crowd.
Jesus, I know.
Okay.
When looking at my parents, they just, as you get older, well, they didn't really take care of their teeth.
No.
But that generation didn't. And mine, some people's parents did. Mine didn't. You just don't want to lose them all by the end.
Right.
But you also don't want to hang on to like 3.
Right.
Sometimes when my mom smiles on the bottom, I'm like, that is horrifying. Put your fucking teeth in. I can't. Because she's got a good old chin. She gets her hillbilly on. I'm like, oh my God, put your teeth back in.
What are you doing?
At one point, he in the hospital, he sneezed or something, and his teeth flew out, and then she laughed so hard, her teeth flew out, and I'm like, get me out of here. Till you two get your shit together, I can't even watch all this. All right, where are we going on the road? Then we're going to get on to all this real show. Also, I have a can of Jersey sarcasm. I would like to I'll thank at the end, Fran, for muling this all the way from New Jersey up to Maine. Or down? Up. It's up. I never know where I'm at.
Maine is almost the top.
I understand that Maine is north of Boston because I flew into Boston and drove to Maine.
Nice.
So I get it, that it's north. But I don't know where New Hampshire's at really.
You went
Vermont. I went through it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Jesus.
I missed the sign.
You sent me a picture of a liquor store.
I just follow I know, I don't like the liquor laws on the East Coast. I just wanted to get some beers. And I go to this giant thing that says liquor warehouse. No, we don't have beer. And I said to the girl, and she could give a shit, I could tell. The purple hair, the beard, she's just whatever lady. And she don't care about me, and that's fine. She shouldn't. But
Works off
I'm like, where can I get beer? I guess at a gas station. Like, why can't the Midwest, you could buy everything anywhere. The South, too.
Yeah.
We don't have these weird separations.
Right.
It's like communistic. That's my political statement.
Communistic liquor laws.
It's communistic. What kind of communist goddamn nation am I living in? Why can't be and is this a government store? I don't even know. In Seattle or somewhere in Washington, I think they were government run. I'm like, well, this is bullshit. Why would you ever have a sale? You won't.
No, you won't.
And if you advertise one, it's a lie. There's enough things to complain about in politics, but I think that's why I could win probably 6th place. My thing is liquor laws. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about liquor laws in your state and the bullshit. Why is it that in Nashville, Tennessee at the airport, I can get a drink anywhere I want at 6 a.m.? New York on a Sunday, noon, I believe, maybe 10. Boston, 10.
Yeah.
Well, what if I want a mimosa? The answer is a hot no.
Right.
But yet you could go to like Tulsa or St. Louis. They don't even, yeah, sure. But New York, the city never sleeps. You're asleep on Sundays. Okay, shows coming up. We added a second show in Boston, so that's Saturday, November 16th, and I'll already be there Friday the 15th. July 19th and 20th. I think Friday sold out. Saturday, because we added that, I think it has tickets. That's July 19th and 20th, Borgata. It's going to be so great. It's going to be epic. And the Olympics will have started, so I can see gymnastics on a giant screen.
In a sports bar.
July 26th, San Antonio. July 27th, Austin. August 2nd, Marietta, Ohio. I know I've messed that up a couple times. Said Georgia. August 3rd, Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's go, Cincinnati. August 10th, Niagara Falls. I'm so excited to have a beer on that lower deck and watch the ships go up. That's Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canadian side.
Yeah.
I'll be in the red boat, not the blue boat, representing
Awesome.
Canada. August 24th, Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. I remember being there. It was lovely. I
Great.
did not know I was just in New Hampshire last weekend. I would have said, nope, I wasn't.
Through it.
I didn't know I drove through it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I did. August 30th and 31st. That's Labor Day weekend. The Venetian. Let's go. Let's go. LA people, fly on out. Phoenix. You know what? It's not hot enough in Phoenix. Fly to Vegas. The weather, I can't even. They say it's going to be 130 in Death Valley on Monday, which is the highest temperature ever recorded. And you know what? I'm not a scientist. As we all know, what do we know about this lady? Flunk science every year, repeatedly.
Yes.
Just to prove I was right the year before, I flunked it again. These temperatures, this hurricane Brittle, it's now it's a Cat 6. It doesn't even exist.
No.
And then when people write like about Death Valley, oh, I'm so worried. It's summer. Okay, if you can't even acknowledge because of your political whatever that the weather is more extreme.
Right.
Now, I don't know what did it. I'm not saying we did it. I don't know what did it. And maybe I sometimes think it's too late. But then my brother pointed out during COVID, everything kind of chilled. But then you got to have the Chinese agreeing. You got to have everyone a billion people in India. And I just don't see it. So, enjoy the heat. That's all I got. September 6th, Terrytown. September 7th, Wilmington, Delaware. September 13th, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, my whole Funny Bone days. That was one of the first cities I sold out shows in. Columbus. Always has a soft spot in my heart.
Nice.
September 14th, Lexington, Kentucky. September 19th, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Can't wait to go and see that Bricktown thing. September 21st, Dallas, Texas. Come on, Dallas.
Boom.
The 27th, Foxwoods. Always have a great time. September 28th, in the city of Manhattan. I will be at Town Hall.
Perfect.
Great gig.
Yeah.
I think my cousins are coming up for that. October 11th and 12th, Troy, New York, Burlington, Vermont. See, I'll be in Vermont, and I won't even know where I'm at. Yeah.
We'll point that out.
Well, I don't, as a Midwest person, I don't know. I just don't understand those tiny states.
Right.
I like them, and I have a good time wherever I go, but, I don't know where I'm at. That's why I could be abducted. Be no problem.
Right.
So Portland, Maine, show was great. I got to see my friend Peter Kostis. If you're a golf person, if you wanted a children, he, I don't even know, probably 35 years broadcasting for CBS.
Yeah.
And then I met him through the cystic fibrosis stuff, the charity, and his wife, Sandy. Just wonderful people. And you go golfing with Peter, and I'm sure there's a million things he wants to say about my swing. And he's very sweet.
Yep.
And he only says it if you ask. And then his teaching is wonderful because he just gives you one or two things. But on like the second green, I said to his wife, I really like your hat. And he goes, ugh. And he kind of rolled his eyes. And I'm like, what? And I'm a good golfer. And so Sandy. It's not like he's out with two women who can't. He goes, I'm going to write a whole book about things men would never say on a golf course to one another. And he goes, and I'm opening with that one. I really like your hat. I'm like, what? What if you liked another guy's hat? He goes, it doesn't. No. He couldn't even explain it. He's just like, no, it doesn't enter the realm. And I'm like, well,
It's a funny video.
what if you like their shoes? Yeah, we made a video about it. He has a YouTube series with Gary McCord. If you're a golfer, if you're not a golfer, just ignore all this. But he's a wonderful person. It was great to see him again. And he's from Maine. I mean, who the hell's from Maine? Kelly McFarland, who is a funny headliner in her own right. She opened. She's from Maine. Stephen King, one of the funniest comedians in the United States, aside from Kelly. Bob Marley. He's a friend. He's from Maine. Very funny. Follow him on Instagram. He's so odd. They're just odd. Everything up there is odd, but they like being weird.
Right. They're proud of it.
And Portland's a wonderful city. I don't know why it wasn't more crowded. Now the weather can turn.
Yeah.
And get like chilly, but I don't care. Just act like you're in Ireland. Who cares? I'd rather it be chilly. I don't need all that sun.
No.
I'm eating potatoes, by the way.
Yeah, let's stop that. Let's simmer down on that a little bit.
Does it make it too much noise?
A little bit.
Oh, all right. I took a tour. You take a tiny boat, a very tiny boat, and you go out to these rock islands, and there's seals everywhere. It was awesome. Their lobster rolls were awesome. Portland Lobster Company, that's my shout out downtown. Their chowder's great.
Yeah.
It's just an outdoor deal. You order up at the counter and get a number, and then they bring it. And,
Live music.
live music the whole time from the minute they open. I don't know. I wasn't there at night, but I assume. And the State Theater is just wonderful, and everybody that works there is wonderful. Like no bullshit. And then Peter and Sandy brought friends back, and nobody was like, "Get out of here," which does happen.
Get out of here.
Well, sometimes they're like, "We're done. Is security still here?" I'm like, "What if I was a band? This would take another 3 fucking hours. I just want to sit here for 30 minutes, have a drink." They were so accommodating. There's some theaters, I won't mention names, not quite so kind about all that.
Right.
Just saying. Do I have the Dolly Parton pan? Oh,
It's my fault.
you forgot paddles.
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to teach you guys about the benefits of cast iron, which, in case you're wondering, I had no idea. But now that I've read it, I get it.
I went back down to get your potatoes.
Then you told me to stop eating the potatoes. You went and got them, and then you stopped.
Well, you can have some, just not the whole time.
What? Pfft, it's a tiny bowl. Even the cats would just be like, if their treats were in that. Welcome. All right, I'll put this aside. This will not happen this week. This will happen next week. Moving on to Queen News and King News. Yay! So Tay was in London and Dublin, as we know. This is from the mayor. And I know, like, some of you may not be Taylor Swift fans. Some of the older folks may just be, like, rolling eyes. But you have to listen to what this person is doing. Forget about the music. Just as a humanitarian stuff. And I know people bitch about the private jet. Everybody, all the earth people, or what are they called? Climate people. Bitch about the climate kids. They bitch about the jet. But she's also traveling with a shit ton of people. It's not like whatever. She does pay back. The mayor of London confirms that Taylor Swift, her 8 shows at Wembley will generate north of $700 million in revenue for the city. She will also become the first act to sell out the venue for 8 shows at a grand total of 750,000 attendees.
That's amazing.
Right.
Yep.
She's expected to be honored with the Order of the Companions of Honor, which is the highest award awarded to civilians in the United Kingdom for their contributions to the arts.
I feel like you get a hat for that.
No, you get a medal.
Or a cake.
The Brits are big on medals. Here's your medal. They all act like I just ran a 50-yard dash in 10 seconds. Like, I feel like they're medal happy.
Probably not.
There's some guy making medals in London that's super happy the royal family is still doing business.
Probably not as good as Bert's medal.
Bert's medal was Bert Kreischer's and Leanne's medal, the 2 bears. Yeah, I'm going to put that by my bed just in case some stranger comes in. I'm going to whack the shit out of him, and then I'm going to say that medal actually murdered an intruder. Don't even need a gun. Why? Because I have Bert's medal. Taylor Swift is another one, has donated enough money to cover the food bills for an entire year across 11 food banks and 8 community pantries in Liverpool.
Crazy.
She's done more for this city. She's done this for every city she's toured in the UK, meaning she's done more than the government has in 14 years to eradicate food poverty.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, you can't, even if you don't like her songs or whatever. But then I was following on TikTok, Queen Stevie, welcome. She's over in Europe. She's going to do a show in Hyde Park. And as it was, Stevie showed up at Dublin night 3.
I'd have freaked out. Oh, my God.
Yeah. She had a mask on and all that. She's older. She doesn't want to get COVID because she says she'll end up on a ventilator for sure. I don't know who told her that, but maybe that's maybe not, hopefully the case. But and then I thought, is Stevie going to go on stage and sing the song where Tay-Tay's lyric is, "You look like Stevie Nicks at 75." She dedicated it to her. Clara Bow is the song. I know. Everybody on TikTok. I mean, kids were just losing their shit.
I'm sure.
Because she hadn't sang it out loud or whatever in forever. And then... out loud. And then Travis Kelce, who was at a wedding in California for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, one of my fantasy players. I love Clyde.
Yep.
Well, he went to his wedding and then surprised Tay-Tay, and she was on stage and saw him, and oh my God, it's such a love story. Oh my God.
Fabulous. I love it.
Where does she go next?
Amsterdam.
Oh, right, Amsterdam. And then where?
I don't know.
Oh, Google it.
Giggle it.
Mm-hmm.
Amsterdam.
Queen Stevie did not perform, though. I was hoping she'd join her.
She's in Amsterdam all weekend.
All weekend? Okay.
She's celebrating her 4th of July there. And then she's in Zurich and Milan.
Zurich and Milan. Zurich. Well, I don't know about that. I went to Switzerland once.
What are your thoughts on
Milan,
Milan?
I don't know.
It's great.
Zurich and Geneva.
Zurich's kind of boring.
I just thought Switzerland was boring. How many watches can I look at?
It's very staid.
Yeah, and there's like a rich vibe, but I'm not in it. I don't know. People are like doing secret things. Me and Luke have said, like, there's secret things going on here, right? There has to be. Why the fuck would Tina Turner have moved here? Like, there's got to be something going on. And we never found anything. Is chocolate? You want chocolate? I'm not into it. We took the tram up to Zermatt. I'm like, yeah, we're on top of a mountain. I could do this in Colorado. I mean, it's cute. There's a little village.
Those giant boots.
Well, we don't ski, and then the people that were dressed up for skiing, like my ski outfit would have looked like some hillbilly overall piece of shit compared to what there. It's like the world's wealthiest. I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't being told something. There was a secret. Lou felt the same way. He usually feels that about the minute we land in anywhere, though. The Swiss, yeah. Like some cities, Lou will go, is there anything secret going on here? No, Lou. What you see is what you get. I did agree with him, though. Geneva and Zurich. And then we took the deal up to Zermatt because I'd heard of it. And I don't know. Nah. All right. Other Queen news. Dolly will take care of Cher's been quiet. Tanya's been quiet. She's out of festivals. Snoop has Skechers.
Yeah.
He's teamed up with, and they're so cool.
They're very cool.
But then I look at him and I think, what am I, 9?
Right.
But also, he's wearing them. They're super cool. If you want to go look at Snoop's tennis shoes. And then they have the slip-on, but they still have the tennis shoe ties.
Yeah, and then didn't he do
But I don't like the lack of control over that. I need to be able to tie a shoe tighter.
Oh my god. Didn't he have do something with the Olympics? Didn't he race?
Yeah, I got this. He ran, so he's all in on the Olympic thing, right?
Yeah.
He's 52 years old.
Is he only 52?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's 52, and he ran a 200-meter exhibition race against Trinidadian former Olympic medalist Otto Bolden, and then a bunch of other people. Snoop Dogg came in dead last,
Oh, good.
as one would expect.
Excellent.
He's so skinny, too. He probably just looks like a weird giraffe trying to make it to the end. He registered 34.44 seconds on the clock. He said it ain't bad for a 52-year-old. And he went to go pose with his time on the clock.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. He went on to give his unvarnished commentary of the men's 3,000-meter steeplechase, seemingly warming up to giving remarks on the Olympic events next month. Yeah, he said about somebody in the steeplechase, that's a cold trick right there. I like that one. Went off the tippy top.
Tippy top.
Yeah, I'm sure the people that actually know how to do that were going to be appalled by what's going to be said because
I like it.
it's like somebody in golf purposely hitting a draw and him going, whoa, that's a wicked left.
Wicked left.
All right, update. Just in case, okay, update. The white buffalo
Oh yeah.
that we talked about.
Very magical.
Well, it hasn't been seen since its birth on June 4th.
What? Oh no.
The birth of the white buffalo in the wild, which fulfilled the Lakota prophecy that portends better times, was first recorded in Yellowstone history as a landmark event. Blah, blah, blah. It's an extraordinary occurrence. We know only white buffaloes, only every 1 in 1 million, but it's also a warning. It's not just a good time Charlie thing.
Right.
It's saying they named her, and somehow I missed this, Walkin' Gill, which means returns sacred in Lakota. Whether she's alive is still unknown. We will be tracking this, termites.
Okay.
Each spring, about 1 in 5 calves die shortly after birth due to natural hazards, but park officials decline to directly respond to questions about whether officials believe it has died. Why won't you tell us the truth?
Right.
They confirmed its birth after reviewing. Well, the Native American leaders had a ceremony this week to honor the buffalo and give it the name. Well, where is it?
Right. I saw that on the news.
Can we get some cameras out there?
Right.
Anything? Update!
Moving on.
Just saying. Well, I'll keep tracking it, but so baby reindeer. You guys know I'm obsessed with this because I cannot believe
We should all be obsessed with it.
that all of this occurred. And they gave that guy, Richard Gadd, HBO gave him another series.
What? HBO or Netflix?
HBO.
Wow. Nobody learns.
But, so if you go to YouTube, I watched a video of the female lawyer she supposedly stalked. And this woman, I don't know, probably mid-50s, is a lawyer. It's again with Piers Morgan. I know a lot of people don't love him, but it's the only place I can watch it, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It's probably a half hour long. She is 1,000% stable, this woman, the lawyer, and not even hysterical. She's very lawyer-like, super smart, super here's the facts.
Right.
No hysteria, no nothing. And she's like the real life Martha, this one that we see, Fiona. She said she absolutely did all of this. Well, then, she didn't know about the Richard part, but she knows what she did to her.
Okay.
And then the politician, George Galloway, said she called me hundreds of times. Everywhere I turned, she was there. He's also on YouTube if you want to go see it. He's a politician and broadcaster. And he said he watched the interview with her. He said, I was riveted. It took me right back to the 1980s when stalking was up close and personal. There were no emails and texting. You either had to phone someone on so she was stalking before technology, like landline.
Takes a lot of effort.
You either,
Hard.
this guy said you either had to phone someone on their landline or turn up at their door. That's real stalking. That's what she did to me.
Wow.
Yeah, no thank you.
Psycho.
He called her an obsessive woman. Everywhere I turned, she was there. At first, I thought she fancied me. Oh, how arrogant of you. Hey, who's this fucker I keep seeing on my back porch? Guess he likes me. Hey, I'm totes cute. I'll be here all week. Right on my own porch.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bring some greenies if you're going to stay. I need some cat treats. Thanks. It turned out she fancied my job. She was a relentless and physical, up-close stalker of mine. I'm ready to testify. When asked how much she stalked him, he said, everywhere I turned, she was there. She called me hundreds of times, and she showed up hundreds of times. How do people make a living where do you get the time? I mean, I don't want the time to stalk anyone.
Right.
The only person I'd like to stalk is the man who claimed he'd take this tree out from the back of the cove.
Yeah.
I would like to stalk him
been a while.
and say, you said you would do A, and then if I keep showing up, maybe it'll float out on its own, but I doubt it. Anyways, that is a sidebar.
Does anyone have a chainsaw?
I know who has a chainsaw, and I'm going to call him.
I know who that. You're not allowed to do it.
I'm not doing it.
No.
No. I've gone, even when I was younger, my dad got the chainsaws out. I didn't participate.
Yeah.
I'm too clumsy.
Yes.
My joke nickname is Grace. I mean, there's a reason. It's because I wasn't graceful.
No.
So she says he's full of shit and they're brutal lives. She says everybody's full of shit. But if you're interested in more Baby Reindeer stuff, go on YouTube. I know about Piers Morgan, but that's where they're all going.
Okay.
So I think it is totally worth it.
Okay.
By the way, too, I forgot, Tay-Tay's cat Meredith died.
That's sad.
As a person who really likes cats. Love dogs, too. Love dogs. Would love to have a dog. Can't. But I can have a cat. Meredith was really cute.
Too real pretty.
Yeah, maybe it is very sad. She's still got Benjamin, who's, I think, prettier. But who's judging? Who's judging?
That's why Travi had to come back.
But, yeah. Heart, I love you. Pablo, update. Pablo's hippos are wreaking havoc in the Colombian jungle. The plans we had, which we go over on this Pubcast at least, I don't know, once every couple months. None of it's working.
We should put the hippos against the monkeys.
The hippos against the monkeys. Yeah, let the gang of monkeys from Thailand get down there. They'll outsmart them.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
But the hippos are very, very dangerous. And they're just, it's wreaking, they've multiplied now. We're not going the right direction.
No.
We're supposed to be weeding them out.
Yep.
No. But listen to this piece of information.
It's funny.
A lot of this article stuff you guys already know, but Colombian scientists are sounding the alarm about the impacts on the region's ecosystem. For example, a single hippo produces up to 20 pounds of feces a day.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In Africa, the dunglong provide nutrients for fish populations in rivers. But in recent years, perhaps as a consequence of warming temperature, water-intensive agriculture, and increasing drought, the dung has accumulated to toxic level, stagnating in pools, killing off the aquatic life that once benefited from it.
That's crazy.
If I lived in Colombia, I would be worried. Rebecca Lewison says at San Diego State, blah, blah, blah. This system is not a system that is evolved to support a mega herbivore. So we're going to keep track of the hippos.
Okay.
And I don't think any plan that those people have is working.
No.
No.
It's not.
No.
No.
Speaking of, this is not really an update. Well, it's sort of what we're watching. We're kind of, that's all my updates. But what we're watching, first of all, I know I'm skipping around a little bit.
That's all right.
I watched the Celine Dion documentary. It's very sad that she has this stiff person syndrome. Seems like a lot of the day is kind of okay, but then when it's not okay, it's not okay at all.
Super not okay.
But I think Celine,
Like Celine.
she does like herself a lot. There were just moments where I was very bored of what they were covering. Like, here's her warehouse of shoes.
Right.
Like, who does this? Who the fuck saves? Well, I don't know. I have one pair of Cole Haan boots that I'm saving till I'm dead to give. Well, I was going to give it to the twins, but they're taller than me now, and they wear like an 8. They're my favorite shoes. One thing.
Right.
One. They have a zipper up the front, a wonderful black, cool, like sort of biker boots, but not because they're Cole Haan. So we kind of, right. And at the time, it took all my money to buy them. They were like, I don't know, $270. For me at the time, whenever that was 10 years ago, that was like a lot of money, way a lot of money, especially for a pair of boots. But they've lasted till now, and they look great. And people still go, where'd you get those? And they never made them again. Now, anyway, dumb story, but Celine has a whole warehouse.
Like an airplane hangar.
I don't get it. I would have liked to have seen more. She's got like 13 brothers and sisters. More of that, like her family, or more of the town she grew up in.
But then it's not about Celine.
Well, it would still be about Celine. You make the siblings talk about her.
Right.
We're doing an homage to Celine.
Maybe they don't like her.
They may not like her. I don't know. It's sad that she has this thing, and her voice is great.
Yes.
No matter what. I would like to see her once, but I don't know that she's ever going to sing again. I don't blame her. Like, if you're going to have this weird spasmodic attack in the middle of a show, little freaky. Yeah. But she has enough money. But see, this is where the Irish part of me comes in. I'm like, you have a shit ton of money. Most of the time, you're doing pretty okay.
Yeah.
Who cares about work?
Enjoy your life.
Oh, I could think of a million things to do.
Go golfing with Peter.
Yeah, I'm going back to Maine. Going to go golf with Peter again. Peter, get us a tea time on Tuesday. I don't know. Fishing, I don't know. There's just so many things I also like rather than being on stage. But she's been on stage since she was, 5, though. Yeah. So maybe life without it just seems incomprehensible. I don't know. I don't think many men would like the documentary. No. Lewis won't watch it. No. I'm like, come on, Lou. Put in a little work here. How are you supposed to be a research termite when you're not doing the work here, Lou? You're not putting the work in. And then I asked him, so I watched this. And this ties into something that's happening right now. It's called A Very Royal Crisis. Oh. Yes, it's on Amazon. It's 10 days. Oh. And that's called A Very Royal Crisis, 10 Days of Abdication. So it's when Prince Harry's great uncle, Edward, quit and set out. He was king for 10 months, and he thought he could bring his American ho-ho treat. She'd been divorced twice. And, like, did you not read the fucking rules?
Right.
Like, I don't get...
You're the head of the Church of England.
You're the head of the... I mean, your mother is sitting over there with a hard no. She is not budging. She's not... This is... whacked that you think you could do it. Yes. Now, whether I agree with it or not, totally different situation. But I do know these are the rules.
Right.
And they're not going to change for you. But he was a spoiled little brat, and I think he thought, I'm going to tell him first of all, she's American, strike 1, Wallace Simpson, strike 2. And then he realizes, oh, shit, they're really not going to let me do this. I saw her as a sort of a grifter chick. And then when he said, well, I'll give up the throne for you, she did the fake, oh, no, don't do that.
Right.
Well, he quit. And then they show you how he got ousted. And speaking of that, Prince Harry should go read or watch this show about what happens when you quit the royal family. Now, the weird thing is you're still a person in that family.
Right.
I would love a British lawyer to explain to me, do you get the money? Now, I know Harry... I don't even know. Why do I call him Prince Harry? What's his last name? I looked it up.
Oh, he's
Like if, let's say I was a bouncer at a club and the list had been submitted for people to get backstage.
Henry.
I'm not going, he's Mountbatten.
Henry Charles Albert David Mountbatten.
Mountbatten. So if, let's say I'm at a nightclub and I have a list of people that are allowed backstage, Prince Harry ain't working for me.
Oh.
I need to know your last name.
The surname switched from Mountbatten Windsor to Sussex.
Oh, to Sussex. It's switched. So he's Prince No, he's Harry Sussex?
Yeah, because of
That's the thing.
Because of Charles's coronation.
Oh, because of Charles's coronation.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in America.
There's a lot going on.
You're not a prince here anymore. You're not a prince of anything here. Nothing. That's Disney shit. That is not, we don't have any here. And Megan, you're not a duchess of what, Montecito? Santa Barbara? I mean, stop with the but they're never gonna.
Miss Royal California.
It's so ridiculous that Americans go along with it. Hi, are you Prince? There's no prince.
No.
He's a prince. He was a prince in another nation far away, in a land far away. He's not a prince here.
No.
His name is Harry Mountbatten. Yeah. That's the name I'm putting on the get backstage list, Harry Mountbatten. Do you have an ID? Do you have any kind of, everybody else has to show an ID that says your goddamn last name on it. Well.
The only reason he has Sussex as a last name is because of the kids.
Because of the kids, so they can be, oh, stop. It's also, he wants all of it, but he doesn't want to do it.
Right.
Well, bullshit. And so did his great uncle. And look how that turned out. They ended up grifting for the rest of their lives, chain smoking cigs, and it all ended poorly. Yeah. Because now I don't necessarily agree with the rules of any, well, I don't like any of it.
No.
But
as an Irish person.
As an Irish person, I too not particularly fan of the royal family. It doesn't mean I don't like all English people or all British people, but there's some funny comedians that I'm friends with. But their behavior, let's say, over the last 2,000 years has been short of impeccable.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been mercurially bad in some places.
They're no longer.
But anyway, so he needs to go watch this because this is what his life's going to turn into. I just want to live long enough to see it, to go, total mistake.
Yes.
Total mistake.
Totally.
Live within it. Make it work for you. Stay. Hold. Like the Beagles. Hold. Don't release the hounds.
Nope.
Well, anyway. Now ESPN has decided to give him the Pat Tillman Award.
Oh my God, I saw that.
And there's all this hoopla about it. First of all, Pat Tillman was an American who quit being an Arizona Cardinal to go fight after 9/11, and he ended up dying. Yeah. And that's what the award. His mother has come out against Prince Harry. These things, not saying this one because I don't know it personally, but you can donate enough money that you are highly considered. They're saying Serena Williams was pushing for it too at the SB committee for who's going to get this award. First of all, he's not American. Pat was pretty all-American. Second of all, he was called Bunker Harry. I'm not sure he can actually fly a helicopter. Somebody needs to prove that to me because they said, yeah, he couldn't. Then he gets on TV and says that, we just randomly killed a bunch of, I think it was Afghans so he is now endangered. Like, he just flies around and picks up awards that they donated for. It's ridiculous.
He's a moron.
I vote with the mom. I don't ever really have harsh opinions on here. No. But
he's spoiled.
And if he does show up, I'm not calling him Prince. That's my Irish bullshit. That's where I throw it on a hammer. Fine, he can have the trophy, but I'm not calling him Prince.
All right.
I'm calling him Harry Sussex. And I need a license that says it, or I'm not letting him backstage because we have security back here. Right. Fuck you. I just, termites, what do you think? Do we get the Invictus games? They said, we founded the Invictus. First of all, he did not. It was in America first. It was called American Warriors or Wounded Warriors. And I did stuff for Wounded Warriors, so I don't think that. I think it was called American Warriors. We already had those kind of games. Right. He saw it, went home, got a meeting with Grandma, the Queen, and said, "Can I do it over here?" And then, but also, he didn't really in the beginning. So he didn't found Invictus. He expanded on what the Americans did, but he also has a crew of everyone doing it. Right. Like a staff. Yeah. Like. Points for that? Yeah, I'll give you points for that. You expanded it. Right. But I'm sure there's some, like the mom said, how many people that don't get the spotlight have worked their asses off for veterans that maybe could use the spotlight. And maybe it could help more normal people just say, well, I'll pitch in.
Right.
Instead of, oh, Harry Sussex got it.
Yeah.
Instead of Prince Harry. Why is anyone in this country referring to these people like this? You are not.
Are you a prince?
No.
No.
Are you like a Disney prince?
Excellent.
As Jiminy Glick would say.
The Disney princess.
Oh, are you a Disney princess? Are you Tatiana from Frozen?
Oh, God.
Anyway, ESPN's defending it.
It's terrible.
The last thing, I have a lot of entertainment stuff this week. And I don't know why.
A lot's been going on.
Kevin Costner's Horizon is a giant box office disaster.
I love it.
And he mortgaged his land to pay for it.
Whoa.
People are using words like another water world. Water world. For the children who aren't caught up, Water World was a movie, I don't know, 20 years ago, whatever. And it cost like $1 billion. And it was like the dumbest thing ever
Wasn't
made.
he involved in that?
Yes, Kevin Costner was it. That's why it became like a verb. Or it's like you pulled a Water World. Once your thing becomes a verb.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank God for
it
Yellowstone.
grossed a paltry $11 million. It cost $100 to make.
Oh, boy.
He put in $30 million of his own.
Are you kidding?
Sorry, $38 million of his own money. It's the first of a 4-part series.
What?
But you put it in movie theaters. The second entry hits theaters in August.
What?
Yeah, it's a 4-parter in a movie theater. Never even heard of that. I can't imagine leaving a movie going, wait, I gotta come back? Wait, no, I don't like that. Jaws was over. If you want to make another Jaws where it attacks the family, then great, do it.
Oh, my God.
What? And I like Kevin Costner, and I loved Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I love 1923. I love 1883. I love anything pioneering. I'm in. But, like, I would watch this at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He plans to devote $100 million of his own cash. Quote, I've mortgaged 10 acres on the water in Santa Barbara where I was going to build my last house. Well,
Wow.
how's Tulsa sound?
Lots of Tulsa.
How about Nashville? You want to come to Old Hickory Lake? There's water here. How about Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri? Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
He said, it has thrown my accountant into a, quote, fucking conniption fit. I love the word conniption. You never hear it anymore.
That's a good one.
But it's my life, and I believe in the idea and the story. The Sprawling Tale, which is distributed by Warner Brothers.
I think he
Warner Brothers is still being mean to me. They won't give me one of my CDs back, and I don't know why. What do they care?
boycott that. Yeah.
We'll get some emails going. It stars Costner, Sienna Miller, Luke Wilson, Sam Worthington, and Jenna Malone, among many others.
Wow.
Reviews have been scathing. They've called it an embarrassing, poorly told mess. I cannot fathom committing another 450 minutes of my life to this bloated ego trip. I think he likes dressing up like a cowboy.
I do too.
I think he's really into it.
He can do that.
And I think there's a lot of my older friends that are, say, 10 years older than me, the dudes that if I go have drinks at the golf course or whatever I always end up drinking with, they all secretly have this fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboy hats.
Yeah, they want to go out to some ranch and ride a horse and pretend they can do shit, and they can't.
No.
I'm like, wow.
It's hard to.
It's
roll
got
a cow.
It's all hard. And all of your guys' backs hurts. Who are you kidding?
It's hard.
You all have bad knees. You're all waiting on another knee replacement. All my old friends like,
Stop it.
the film holds a 40% critic score. Part 2 will be released August 16th. Part 3 and 4 don't have release dates. Maybe we don't make them.
Right.
Maybe Kevin, as a helpful hamster here, save your Santa Barbara home and bail on this bullshit.
Yeah.
Or is it too late? If he's going to throw in another $100 million, you're not going to be living by Jim Nance in Santa Barbara, I'll tell you that.
So much money.
Yeah.
Just go ride down the Yellowstone Ranch.
Well, isn't he just rich enough to, I don't know, do you want to pretend you're a cowboy? But maybe it's the camera he likes. Just go go to Montana. There's all those ranches. You can buy your own ranch.
Yeah. Costner's Dude Ranch.
Right.
Yeah.
Call Ted Turner.
Yeah.
He's still alive, I think.
He'll share.
He'll sell you 20 acres.
Oh.
Like, what do you want?
Right.
I think it's a vanity project
I think so.
that's gone extremely awry. I would love to be on the set going, okay, what are we doing today? Really? Really? Well, I bet that's not cheap. Okay. Wow. Where else should we, let's go on Zillow and find Kevin another home. Because I don't think it's going to be on the water wow.
We're going to teach Kevin how to rope a cow for his movie.
It really does undermine how hard the actual cowboys work.
Yes,
It makes it seem like, like it's all fun and games and I look cool on a horse and here's my hat and I hang it here at night and then I sit down and drink whiskey and look out at my ranch and whatever. Holy shit, they found it. We're moving on. Have any termites seen Horizon? I mean, I'm open to it. Put it in the email box.
Yep.
Let me know.
Okay. Oh,
What?
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I'm thinking of 100 million.
Holy
for
shit,
fun.
they found it.
I interrupted you. Sorry. Again.
No problem. Lost continent, unlike anything found today, discovered off the coast of Australia. A continent.
Oh, shit.
This is why when people go, Atlantis didn't exist. Oh, I'm sure it did. We just haven't found it. And I bet when we find it, it has an operating casino. A landmass, which was once home to 500,000 people, has been discovered off the coast of northern Australia. The now submerged continental shelf was a vast, habitable landscape for the past 65,000 years, covering around 242,000 miles, an area bigger than New Zealand.
Holy shit.
So where those people go?
Oh, no.
Right. The humans who lived there spoke similar languages and created similar styles of rock art to those living in the surrounding areas. The regions which were once connected by the shelf still exist, meaning Western Arnhem land. This is too hard.
Okay.
But it split off and it cut Tasmania off from the mainland.
Wow.
I've never been to Tasmania.
Me neither.
But I do know that the Australian comedians, when they want to make fun of people, they use that like Americans would say somewhere in the South, like Mississippi or Alabama. The Australians, New Zealand and Tasmania is the ultimate punchline.
Well.
Yeah, that's all I know. I'm not saying I agree.
And their devil is very famous.
The Tasmanian devil,
Yes.
right.
Love that cartoon.
They were thought this whole thing, this submerged shelf was thought to be environmentally unproductive, so largely ignored by original indigenous communities.
Okay.
Wow.
There's a lot going on here.
Well, yeah, it's hard, but I mean, there's a whole continent they found. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And here's a little holy shit, they found it. This is getting weirder and weirder.
Okay.
Latest monolith found in Colorado. These monoliths, and they're not little. They're 10 feet high.
They're huge.
It's just a silver thing. It's a mirrored thing, so it reflects the sky. Another strange one. This one more reminiscent of the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey appeared earlier this week in Colorado, northwest of Fort Collins. Now, there's also been another one since this article in Vegas, somewhere in Nevada. Right. So who's driving these things up there, and what is the point?
Right.
I'm not saying it's aliens. I'm not going to jump right to that. I'm just saying it's weird. It's rectangular and reflective. That's a way better way of saying it than me going, it's like mirrors and shit. This one's 8 foot tall, the one in Colorado. The other one they just found is 10 foot tall. It appeared on private property. See, that's weird. Who's driving on my property at night erecting monoliths?
Well, maybe they're coming from the sky.
And coming from the sky. Listen, I'm the first one to believe in Bigfoot, Loch Ness, aliens. Yes, I believe in all of it. But what is the point? Are these markers? Let's say there are aliens.
Gotta be open to it.
I am open to it, but I've seen no proof of it, and I don't understand. I mean, I still am the child of a lawyer. I need some sort of facts.
Right. You're not a Pisces.
The monolith is on private property, owned by Robin Laurie. Good for them. Good for Robin Laurie. They kept getting weird questions. Somebody else said it's been there for a while, the one in Colorado. The one in Vegas or Nevada, I don't know. If they keep coming, though, what is the point? Is this just to freak people out?
Maybe.
Right, but who's got that kind of free time? I don't understand. Well, I mean, I know where my free time goes. I watched House Hunters in Maine last night. But I don't have this kind of time.
It's a lot.
She said maybe aliens trying to enhance their communication. There's been a lot of guesses. The first one appeared in November of 2020 in Utah. We talked about that here.
Okay.
That was 10 to 12 foot long, had been there. It had placed in 2016. It was removed. Then another one appeared in Romania.
Oh my God.
So it's global.
Wow.
And multiple ones have appeared in California before the year's end. Also in December 2020, a similar sculpture similar to the one found in Utah was found on the Isle of Wight off the southern coast of England.
Wow.
Then in March 2024, another monolith appeared in Wales.
Wow.
It was also 10 foot tall. I don't get it. What's going on? Termites? Do we have any MUFON termites? MUFON.
MUFON.
I joined it when I was 16.
I know.
Mutual UFO something. It's free. Or it was like $10. I don't know. But MUFON. It's about UFO believers. I had a card and everything. That's the kind of shit I would open, get all excited about. My dad would just go, okay.
She's not
And
lying.
yeah, Kathleen, I don't know why you wasted your money on that.
termites.
Don't you say I wasted my money. I'm going to be the first one with that newsletter in the mailbox saying we got an alien. And you're not going to know, Dad. You're not, and I'm not going to fucking tell you for making fun of me. There's going to be alien things happening, and you're not going to know about it.
Alien.
Do you love Walgreens? Moving on to news, termites.
I like their point system.
I like their point system. Way better than CVS.
That's a dumb coupon.
The coupons come out, and then you read it, and I have 11 minutes to act on these. 11. Do you want to go get some mascara right now? Right now? And it's like, I'm not going to come back here for at least 2 weeks. Like, I'm not going to. And then it's just, people have Instagram, TikTok videos that are hilarious about, yes, I do like that. Their pharmacy's fine. They text. It's good. Well, they're going to shut about 8,700, a significant number. They're going to shut about 2,000 of them. This also, Dwayne Reed is under the Walgreens flag. I'm not an East Coaster. I know Dwayne Reed from being in New York City and all that. That's Lou's go-to. He loves Dwayne Reed. He loves that.
He loves it.
They're going to shut about 2,000 stores. So hope that your wags, it's such a pain in the ass if you have to switch.
Yeah, it's awful.
They have 8,700 stores in the United States. They're going to close about 2,000. They also operate Dwayne Reed. They cut its profit forecast for the fiscal year as the shopper continues to cut spending in stores. Well, I don't know about the idea of a drugstore being a store anymore.
Okay.
I think maybe we're over that because it's all on Amazon. I still like going in.
I know you do.
I love it.
So
This is where I turn into an old lady. Well, I like when they have the Valentine's aisle. Or there's stuff for the kids. Like, it's just fun. I think it's my old road days when we made no money as comedians. There was something to do. Oh, let's go see what's going on at Walgreens. You know.
I like that about Target.
And then I had time to like read greeting cards and go, that's not funny. That is funny. Like, I don't know. There's something to do. I think old people, like if my mom goes, it's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
She'll be in there for a good half hour.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think younger people, whatever is in there, except for the medication. So I think it's going to turn into more like a drive-through, pick it up place, not like do we need the brick and mortar whole store?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, I like it,
Yeah, you love
but young people would be like, no.
it. Ask the young people.
Well, my nieces like it, but then they can also go, we're just going to go on Ulta. They like Ulta for like their makeup. I don't think they would buy it like at Walgreens.
No.
Closures will focus on stores that aren't profitable, are too close to each other. Well, that is weird. I have pulled up in America in a million towns, and there's a Walgreens on competing corners, and then there's two CVS's. It's like tic-tac-toe, and it's all the same people. I don't understand all that.
Wow.
Oh, it's an Illinois-based company.
Yeah, they're outside Chicago.
They their sales are declining, lackluster deals and high prices. See, who's looking for a deal though? Old people.
Right.
They used to look at the thing. My mom would. I mean, yeah, no.
The leaflet or the flyer. Or whatever.
Well, I mean, what are you selling that I need a discount on?
Right.
Or if you are, the old people are keeping track, and that's the only people. That's what I think is going to happen. So check your local Walgreens if you don't think it's making, and if you have a chance, switch your meds to somewhere else before that gets weird.
I'm glad you finished that. Switch your meds.
Switch your meds. I'm here. Helpful hamster. This podcast isn't all just fun and games. It's information that's real.
It's wonderful.
ESPN releases a statement. The Pope's been very busy this week.
He has.
This is not just Catholic news. Well, kind of. He formally approved the canonization of the first ever millennial saint, Teen Carlos Acutis. He was the internet guy. We talked about him on the podcast.
Yep.
The Pope, he flew through with flying colors at the meeting.
Great.
14 yeses. Boom, he's on his way.
Great.
They call him a millennial because he was 15 when he died, but he died a while back. So technically he would have been a millennial. Because I'm like, why are you calling him a millennial? I thought he died just now when I first read the article.
Right.
But no, he died a while back. So
Very progressive.
he was born in 1991. So, yeah. Wealthy Italian parents. And then he moved to northern Italy. And then he became super good on the web. And then he passed the Catholic message on everywhere you could do it. And then he died at the age of 15 of leukemia. His body still lies in an open tomb in Assisi in central. I'm going to tell my sister's there right now with Matt and the kids. I'm going to tell her, you need to go to Assisi and see Carlos.
Yeah.
He's wearing blue jeans and Nike sneakers in case you're wondering how to identify him.
Very cool.
Right. Before he died, he said, I'm happy to die because I've lived my life without wasting even a minute on it of anything unpleasant to God.
Oh, how sweet.
Along with him, the canonizations of 14 other people were approved, including 11 people who were killed in Syria in 1860 that's where we're at, during the Syrian Civil War, which saw thousands of Christians. Also, this is not just, I don't have a Catholic segment, it just happened to come up.
There's a lot of Catholicism this week.
The Vatican bans tattoos and body piercings for St. Peter's Basilica workers. Now,
What?
so they're not going to have anybody under the age of 40 working there, right? Well, what if I have a body piercing, but I'm not wearing an earring in it? I like Pope Francis, but he's the one who tries to be liberal, and then they all fight him on it. Like he's more lackadaisical. Like, just let it go. We're glad be glad we have members, for God's sake. Yeah, they're doing it to maintain decorum. Now, I said it to Lewis, and I called him, and we were laughing about it. But you think that sounds too strict, and I am super loosey-goosey. Like, I don't give a shit what people do or blah, blah, blah. But when you see the local news in, like, Lake of the Ozarks or even Nashville, the fact that we let the cat out of the bag and said, y'all can wear whatever you want, there are some earrings that are taking place on the local news where I'm just like,
Holy shit.
oh, wow, giant parrots.
And they're hitting the microphone.
Y'all, it's going to be a hot day out there. And there's just parrots flying everywhere. I'm like, oh my God. But the problem is because we okayed that, I can't go in and go, Susie, your parrots are a little distracting. And could you tone it down? Do you have tiny parrots?
They're sequined.
Do you have, how about an eastern bluebird? Do you have an eastern bluebird? How about a tiny cardinal? I mean, the shit some of these women show up in, and I think it's hilarious. But it also doesn't, make the news. I don't know. I do understand the decorum. You are the news.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be serious, and you've got, it's Halloween, y'all, and giant pumpkins just hitting the mics, and y'all get out there on walking the dog weather. It does make me laugh, so I would keep it. But I can also understand if you don't put a rule.
The walking the dog weather.
Well, do I want a person in St. Peter's Basilica at the gift store checking people out with, like, I don't know, face piercings?
Facial tattoos.
Oh, well, facial tattoo. I mean, I don't even know how you go to Thanksgiving after that. But Jelly Roll has them, and I love Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Post Malone. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it. And I am constantly amused by what the women on my local news is, meaning Missouri and Tennessee, show up with.
Yeah.
But the problem is now he can't say shit.
Right.
Some of the clothing, and I feel bad because they have to pay for their own clothes. It's bullshit. I can't come up with something every day to wear on the 5 o'clock fucking news. I can't do it. Well, it'd just be this. How you like this hoodie?
Yeah.
You guys good with this?
Guys get.
It's got a little cat hair on it. Don't mind that. And yeah.
Guys get suits.
It's
easy.
Right. The dudes show up in suits and then they have wacky tennis shoes on and they think they're cool.
Yep.
The new regulations published this weekend applies to roughly 170 lay employees of the Fabbrica di San Pietro in charge of the department in charge of the Basilica.
Nice.
Father Enzo Fortana, head of communications for the Basilica, said that it codifies norms that have been in place in the past in a different form. However, he denied that Italian press reports indicating that lay people in unmarried relationships were also banned from working. So they're not. The regulation states that staff must have an exemplary religious and moral conduct, including private and family life, in conformity with the doctrine of the church. Well,
Do we have the ability?
I mean,
we need some more.
you want somebody to work in a gift shop and they got to go through all this?
Yeah.
Here's why I like Pope Francis. In the scheme of all things, he's angered some conservatives by repeatedly saying that the Catholic Church should focus on mercy and forgiveness rather than the strict enforcement of its rules.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Frank.
Good job, Frank.
I'm with Pope Frank,
Yep.
as my dad used to call him. Yeah. Here's some. Are you kidding me? I've seen the videos.
Okay.
You guys got to go watch this. There's a girl in China. She's 7'3", and she's the world's tallest girl, and she's dominating the basketball court.
Whoa.
Watching her play would be like me watching me at 5'1" playing against a bunch of 2-year-olds. And I have a ball that in my hand is the size of
an apple.
a softball, maybe an apple. And then I walk up to the basket and I just go bonk. And there's nothing you can all do about it. You can jump on me, even if you did. They could be like 2-year-olds.
Yep.
And I just go, move my thigh and they fall off.
Whatever.
This girl, okay. The future of sports is always on display in international contests, from World Soccer showing off its newest young stars like Spain's Lamine Yamal to the FIB summer basketball tournaments to the upcoming Olympics. Discovering future stars is a thrilling part of sports fandom. The next big international prospect might be hitting your television soon after her breakout performance at the FIBA Under-18 Women's Asia Cup.
Wow.
Chinese center, and I'm sure I'm saying this wrong, apologies to all Chinese people. I can only do what I can do here with a limited amount of resources, and I'm doing the work of the Lord.
I'm ready.
I'm open to taking Chinese, though.
It can't be any worse.
Okay, so if something starts with a Z in Chinese, should I say it?
No.
No.
Yes.
You sure?
Nope.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
This podcast is not educational. Remember, I flunked science. My niece, Sienna, she took Chinese. I'll call Sienna. I'll text Sienna. Well, do you say it?
Only disease?
Well, if it's the lead off letter, is it like Jesper, where I don't say the J?
Oh, wow. Yep.
Say it?
Very similar to the C initial. The Z initial sounds very similar to an English DZ sound.
What? It sounds similar to an English DZ?
DZ. DZ. Z. Like
Z- Zang?
Yeah, Zang. That's it. Yeah.
There's an H. I read Z-hang. That's what I read. Z-hang. Z-U. That's her name. How about we just call her ZZ for now?
Yeah.
Until I can text my niece, Sienna, and ask her how to pronounce this.
ZZ Tall.
ZZ super tall. She stands at 7'3". She's impressing during the tournament. It's simply unfathomable that there are people that walk this tall among us. She had 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks in a win over New Zealand in the tournament on Tuesday. These highlights are comical. She's so much bigger and stronger than everyone else on the court and pretty much has a good touch as an interior scorer, too. Oh. She's only getting better. That'll bury some Caitlin Clark news.
Yeah.
If that lady shows up. Holy shit. I want to know what people think about this. Oh. Yeah. Because I'm getting extremely irritated.
I'm learning how to pronounce her.
How am I supposed to say zang?
Yeah.
Z-U.
Well, that lady's making me watch her
What?
Zhangzhuyi.
Zhangzhuyi?
Zhangzhuyi. Zhangzhuyi.
Nobody cares except you and me. I have to move on.
We'll get a beer and practice later.
Yeah. Zhangzhuyi?
Zhangzhuyi.
TikTok's the best for it. I learned how to cuss from that one lady. I learned how to cuss in Chinese from a girl on TikTok. It's so funny.
It's great.
Yeah. So what are we feeling about Airbnbs and VRBOs, people?
I'm so sick of them.
I'm sick of them because when my dad was sick and I had to go back so much, and then we all have places at the lake, but, everyone's sharing, and then I'm like, okay, bring the kids. I'll bug out of this one and go over here. Well, this Airbnb crap so in the Ozarks in the winter, you can get one for $125.
Yep.
But so $125. So I'd bop in for 3 nights, right? $125. Do that math. That's $375. Cleaning fee was $150.
That's bullshit.
Boing. Yeah, there's a big fuck you for that. But also, that's fine, except you make me clean it.
Right.
I got to strip beds. Towels have to be in the bathtub. Don't forget the trash, by the way, which I walked all the way up and was locked because it's winter. Well, where the fuck? So I had to drive it to like Starbucks. I hate to say I did that, but I did it because my mom's like, don't do that, throw that trash in my trash can. And then I thought, I can totally outfox my mom, right? No, she would Hawkeye in on me in the trash. She was focused on it. And I'm like, shit. So now I got to drive this trash in a rental car up to the thing. I don't know. I'm sick of it.
Problematic.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of one lady in the Ozarks. I won't use a name. Because everybody and we all had to share stuff, and they're all like, "You're single, you make money, you go." So I rented a place. It's fine. She locked me out.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was 10 to 10, and I was supposed to get out by 10. I was getting out, and the door was locked, and my luggage is in there.
What?
Yeah, I'd taken one bag down. I had another bag.
Did you have your phone?
I did have my phone, but she wasn't answering.
Right.
I mean,
She's not the front desk.
and then I'm like, I have a flight.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta drive 3 hours to St. Louis or Kansas City, wherever I was going, one of the two. I don't know. Wealthy, now it's hard to feel sorry for wealthy second home Cape Cod owners. But they, after the pandemic boom, they're not getting the rent anymore. The shoreline ones are offered for upward of $1,500 a night. However, some rentals are admitting they had to slash their prices due to summer season due to a fall off in interest.
Wow.
They said during the pandemic they could book their homes 3 times over. And you were greedy little pigs when you did it, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a problem. I'm hung up on the cleaning fee, and I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yep.
I'll clean it. No problem.
Right.
But don't charge me one night stay.
Right.
And I didn't even use the other bedroom, and I have to strip that thing.
You just strip a bed you didn't.
I have to strip a bed I didn't use.
Wow.
Well, per the 18,000 instructions, and I got to turn off water. I mean, we're in the Ozarks. It's a summer place. You winterize, and, well, it goes on. But this is, too. It's a summer place. It's definitely slower. This is all in Cape Cod. There's a modest house. It's on the ocean. It's 15. These people need to go to the Panhandle. This is what somebody wrote, and I totally agree with Mia Makia.
Okay.
What a crazy name. Mia Makia. Maybe that's one name, Mia Makia. I don't know. People are sick of having to strip their own beds and do the dishes, take their trash out, and everything else the owners make them do before they leave, on top of the ridiculous cleaning fees.
That's stupid.
100% agree. And if there was one hotel at the Ozarks that was just better than what we have so far, I would. But some areas, it's just not really a thing.
Right.
Like, the hotels aren't a thing. It used to be resorts, family resorts, like, Ozark fishing resorts, and those are kind of gone. And now it's all condo. So I'm just going to build a house there, and that'll be that.
Nice.
Fuck all of you. So this was during COVID. It all went crazy. But now they can't fill anything, and they're all super upset about it. Well, I have friends who bought a house in Florida, and I'm not sure that
They're excited about that anymore.
right. But my brother, as a financial advisor, Patrick, will tell anybody that walks in his office goes, "Oh, well, we're just going to buy that and, quote, rent it out."
Right.
They say it like a throwaway.
Yeah.
We're just going to rent it out. It is not quite so simple anymore.
No.
And don't count on that. You can hope for it, and it's bonus money, but they say it's across the board nationwide. Oh, this one for $970. But how many people does he, how many people can go in here? How can we split it up? And then also, I don't know. cities like Nashville, everybody's selling shit to be an Airbnb, and I don't want to live next door to one.
Exactly. And now HOAs have gotten them all.
Oh, the condos at the Ozarks. And like my sister said, I don't even know who's in this place anymore, and I used to know. And you've got 2 teenage girls, and they're going to the pool at 11 o'clock at night. What if there's like weirdos up there, you know? And then the girls are like, yeah, we know how to take care of ourselves. Like, what is she talking about? Yeah. Like, does she think we're dumb enough to like get in a car with people we don't know? I'm like, I think she's saying that. I think she's totally insulting your intelligence.
Teenagers.
I don't know. Are you guys done with it? Are you fed up with it?
Can't wait.
I am.
Comments, I can't wait.
Comments? Or, well, if you're renting yours out, do you feel good about that?
Right.
I wouldn't if my cleaning fee is equal to one night.
I wonder if you.
Now, if this is $1,500, but I guarantee you that cleaning fee ain't $150. I'm sure it's $450.
I wonder if
That's.
if they set, like if the owner sets the cleaning fee, and that's how they make more money.
I don't know who sets the cleaning fee. I thought VRBO and them did all that, but I don't think so. I think I'm completely wrong about that.
Somebody tell us.
Somebody? Does anybody know?
VRBO owner.
Here's a nice story. A 104-year-old has been a professional lobster woman since she was 8.
So great.
This is this lady. We report on her every year. Just so you all know, she had a birthday. Virginia Oliver. She's worked in the family business since she was 8. She gets up at 3 a.m. thrice a week. Who wrote this?
Nice.
To start her shift. She says she's going to do the job till she dies. She goes out, thick fog, stormy seas, having stopped the Centurion from stepping aboard her son Max's boat 3 times a week. Well, she considers the only dangers she faced were an occasional cut while she banded lobster claws together.
Wow. They're sharp.
Yeah, they said she was born in 1920. The 19th Amendment let us vote that year, women.
Nice.
They have a documentary, The Lobster Lady, released in 2020. When it started out with lobstering, no women ever went. She has never experienced sexism in the job and said the lobster men were very friendly.
The lobster men.
Yeah, she goes to bed at 9 o'clock well, shit. If I had to get up at 3, I'd be in bed at 6.
That
Yeah. That's what she goes to bed at 9, so she gets enough sleep. Good for you.
Cool.
Yeah, let's hope she makes it to. She still likes a lobster roll as long as it's toasted. I agree.
It's a deal breaker.
I agree. If it's not,
Did you like the lobster rolls?
I like the lobster rolls in Maine.
Yep.
I could use a little more mayo. Just saying.
Okay.
I know it's not purist, but I would probably. I loved them.
Yep.
But I also like just a little more mayo and celery.
You're a big chowder fan too.
I'm a chowder. Their chowder's perfect.
You're a chowder monster.
I'm a chowder monster, and I would weigh 7,000 bazillion pounds if I lived there all the time because that's all I would eat. And then the people up there say they don't tire of it either.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm like, I know this sounds hacky, but I really know. I ate clam chowder in the airport at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning.
You sent me a picture.
I saw Legal Seafoods, and I'm like, I'm doing it. And I was like, oh, shit, it's open, but they're
Yeah.
serving breakfast. And I go, is there any way I could? And the girl's like, sure, I'll go heat one up for you. How nice was that? I was not expecting that.
Nice.
Concert goers, there's a lot going on, by the way, with old people canceling concerts.
Yeah, there is.
So, buy your tickets carefully. Neil Young has canceled his whole tour. So I don't know how you feel about that. Neil Young is 78 years old. For the children,
Yeah.
I've been a miner for a heart of gold.
He's Canadian.
He's a Canadian icon. Well, he's sick. Somebody's sick in the band.
He pissed off
Yeah.
Leonard Skinner a long time ago.
Yeah, him and Leonard Skinner got into it. Southern man don't need you round anymore. Bop, bop, bop. This is a great. Well, let's do 2 more, and then I'm gonna tell you how to keep the dog safe on 4th of July.
Yes.
Well, as best you can with the noise.
And the cats.
And I did buy a couple fireworks, but at the fireworks, the redneck one I go to, I bought the kids packages, just like little tanks and stuff. It's not gonna hurt it's not gonna freak animals out.
Did you get the pooping dog?
I got the pooping dog. I got the chicken laying an egg. I get all the stuff for the little kids, but
Which is you.
But it's partially me. Yeah, I really like the videos for TikTok. It makes me laugh. Because the most inane thing I could ever post will get more views than anything I thought was super smart.
Yeah. Yeah. Want to see this dog?
TikTok's all about dumbass, and I'm there for it.
Yep.
Seattle Mariners. Now I need to be a Mariners fan. Whoa.
Fantastic.
Whoa, who's calling me? I kept that on because I needed the name of that show. Seattle Mariners fans grab free hot dogs dropped from the sky.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
I saw this.
I love a hot dog, and I know, like, my healthy friends would say, don't ever eat hot dog. It's not like I have one every day.
Right.
It's maybe at the golf course every now and then,
Yeah.
and at a ball game. But boy, how great would it be if you looked up and they came in tiny, tiny parachutes.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
They were playing the Oakland A's. It's just so fantastic. They just dumped a whole plane. Hot dogs from heaven. They call it hot dogs from heaven.
So exciting.
How exciting would that be? That would be super exciting. Here's a crazy story before we tell you how to keep your dogs like less anxious during the fireworks. This is Missouri, Missouri's finest. Lebanon, Missouri, not far from Lake of the Ozarks. Just a shit kick and a drop down the road. This lady, she's 41. She's a nurse. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, not this lady. I don't understand. Forget I said that.
Okay.
Deputies in Laclede County, Missouri, arrested a woman accused of spiking her husband's Mountain Dew with Roundup.
What?
She didn't even bother to Google. Like,
Doesn't that smell?
oh, it smells terrible. And first of all, you know, Roundup, Michelle Peters, 47, she faces first-degree domestic assault and armed criminal action. Oh, my gosh, here's her picture. She looks like a yoga mom. She doesn't look nothing crazy. She added Roundup product to her husband's Mountain Dew. Patrick and I have ongoing jokes about Mountain Dew, and who's going to get a Mountain Dew. On several occasions. She did it a bunch of times in May and June. She also spiked his drink with an insecticide. The man began to suspect something wrong with his drink after he started feeling ill. The victim provided surveillance videos to law enforcement that indicated Peter was tampering with the Mountain Dew in the garage refrigerator. She went right out to the garage fridge and went, fuck him.
And then the ring goes off.
Yep. She forgot she had her own ring. Oh, my God. You know why she did it? Pay attention, men. He didn't show enough appreciation for the 50th birthday party she planned for him. I'm just going, fuck you. I'm going to kill you. Fuck you.
I'm going to kill that asshole.
Yeah. You know what he loves? He loves his Mountain Dew.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to go fixing to get me some Roundup. I'm going to put it right on in there.
Can you imagine what it would do to the ice?
Oh, my God. I like that this guy drank it a few times, though, before he caught on to, hey, something weird is in my Roundup. Man, normally the Mountain Dew gives me a picker-upper.
Tastes like pine.
So this is an article, how to keep your dog calm during fireworks display. There's a picture of a wonderful basset hound. Anything in the hound group is my favorite.
Beautiful.
Here's the first one. I don't necessarily love this piece of advice.
Okay.
Don't communicate your stress.
What?
If they feel that you're upset, they will pick up on that energy. It will feed their stress. Your dog can't tell if you're angry or frightened. He just knows giving off the vibe and something isn't right. Number 2, act calm.
Okay.
Talk calmly to your dog. This is if you're out taking him for a walk.
Okay.
Yep.
Why would you do that?
Keep your dog indoors. I don't know
You know,
why
let's wait
people
till it's dark
close
on
the
4th of
curtains and close the
July.
windows. The sights of flashes in the sky could make the dog anxious. Closing the windows indoors can act as a barrier. Turn on dog TV.
I saw that.
DogTV.com.
Yep.
When you turn on ambient noise, Baby Cat likes Euro Cup soccer. She loves Ronaldo.
And Nickelodeon.
And Nickelodeon. And my friend Aubrey, who comes over when I'm gone, leaves a lot of. She loves Nickelodeon, according to Aubrey. You don't want to turn up your television to an ear shuddering level, but you can turn it on to help calm, relax your pup, and distract. Tire your puppy out. That's probably a good idea. On the 4th, get out of town. Well, where are you going to go where there's no
Fireworks. We're in America.
right?
Guns and fireworks
Oh, another tip is make sure your dog is not able to escape and dash off into the night. What?
Into the night?
I don't.
Who wrote this?
I don't know. I tried. And all of the fireworks that I purchased for little kids, actually now, even at the redneck tent, have noise ratings.
Oh.
Yeah, they'll say super loud, moderate, whatever, because people are starting to be a little more conscious of that. And
That's good, though.
right, we can't. The odds of stopping fireworks displays are slim to none, so we'll work within it.
Yeah.
And mine are all no noise.
Yours are daytime ones.
Mine are daytimes. I love a daytime parachute. I love it. Even as an adult, I will fucking run in those woods and get ticks and chiggers all day long to rescue my soldier.
It's patriotic.
And I really love the nighttime parachutes, but then I'm always afraid I'm going to catch somebody's house on fire.
I've never seen a nighttime one.
Oh, they're spectacular. You see your little guy. He should be glow in the dark. I'm landing in Normandy.
Love the pooping dog. And the ladybugs.
The ladybugs, they burnt my driveway, and so did the tanks. They don't get any more love from me.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Shout outs, and then we're going to do our quotes from Tay Tay. Move on. Ryan and Ben in Portland, Maine brought the Moose pint glasses. Very adorable.
Nice.
Maine stickers. I already threw some on my calendar book. Melissa brought the local sour beer cat treats. Nice. They love any kind of cat treat. They literally go through my suitcase when I get home. They're tiny little pigsters. The Jersey sarcasm. That's from Fran from Saddlebrook, New Jersey. The kitty can't cope catnip snack. Mario and Indy. The catnip. I mean the banana. The cocaine banana.
Crazy.
Yeah. A termite sent me one, and then
there's a rainbow too.
They tore it apart.
Oh God.
Yeah, and the rainbow, they ate through it, and then it poof. This catnip flew all over the family room, like it's in the carpet, and then it was just a crazy narcos party. The cats were like, "Bow!" and they're jumping off the fireplace. I'm like, oh, simmer the fuck down. So I had to go online and replace the banana.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there was a cocaine uprising.
Cocaine uprising.
Yeah, they were looking at me like, you're our El Chapo.
Right.
Bob, Corinthian, and Diana brought local beer, Maine popcorn, and Maine camp. Maine camp is a thing.
Yeah.
Like people from the Midwest, we would say, "Oh, you're going to your lake place." That could mean a trailer. It could mean a spot. They always say, "Oh, well, we're going to camp," but I think they mean they're camping. They're not. No, it's a spot they have.
Seasonings.
I know they brought the seasonings, so that's awesome. And then UPS, and then we're almost done. This one almost made me cry because it's a jackalope thing. I'll take it on the road for Dad.
Nice.
Yes, there's a deer that keeps showing up, and I think maybe it's a sign from my dad. But then I'm like, if it's a girl deer, so maybe he's transitioning in the next life.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to be a female deer because more people are less likely to shoot that one. Right. And my mom goes, "Don't say that." I'm like, Jesus, Mom, track with me. I like the jackalope bag. Thank you. Let me. I sent one from the city of Chicago once to one of my nieces or nephew. I used to send postcards. Now you can't even find them, but it said jackalope going down Michigan Avenue, and they were like, "Is that real?" Oh my God. Who are your parents? Who are your parents?
You go to private school.
The Vegas. El Cortez hotel hats from Dana and Ron in Vegas, and Dana. Sorry, they said they own it. I guess I believe them.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm good. They said I could have free drinks. I'm going. Labor Day weekend. Watch out, Dana and Ron, because I can drink. Oh my God, these are the Spanish Haribo's. Look, I know it's Haribo. Whatever, it's too late for me now. Ostitos de Oro, el original desde 1922.
Perfect. So much better than your Mandarin.
Yep, it's way better than my Mandarin. The Cher T-shirt, I love. Unknown Termite.
There's no note.
No note? I don't know who did that.
Cool shirt, though.
The Haribo beers are from Amy in Prosper, Texas. Okay. And picnic shoestring potatoes. I love them.
Yeah.
You can send a million of them. I don't expect you to, but that's from Claudia and Apollo Beach, Florida. Nice. And then this book, this is a funny little letter, and then I have a funny postcard, and then I'll get to my quotes and we'll be done. But this made me laugh. Hi, Kathleen. I thought you might enjoy the enclosed book. On the Pubcast, you've often championed women whose accomplishments have gone unrecognized. This book is about Jerry Mock, a suburban housewife who in 1964 was the first woman to fly solo across the world.
What?
Right. How come this lady, Jerry Mock, and she's probably rolling over her grave going, fuck Amelia Earhart. I did shit.
She could also get Prince Harry's award. Yeah.
Right. This letter's from Dan. My wife, Vicky, retired, enjoyed your humor, still blah, blah, blah. I got invited to their 50th wedding anniversary party. I'm not going to say where, but it's in Montana at a bar that I sound like I would really like. And no, I'm working in New York. And he said, you never know. It's right. Free beer and tacos.
Oh, nice.
In Montana.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So that's great. I'm going to read that book. I read a lot on planes, especially lately. Delta. Could you stop sending regional jets that have no TV, no nothing, no fun? And then the Wi-Fi sucks.
Right.
I never trashed Delta, but I've had 3 really bad.
Flights.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just a postcard. Nobody does this anymore, and it's of Wayne Newton. It made me laugh so hard. Wayne Newton Theater. And then here he is by a ranch. He looks like he's in Yellowstone.
A cowboy.
Mama Termite, happy summer. I had to Google if Wayne Newton was still alive. Yes, I do it all the time. He is. Much like your Vegas bit about people you thought were dead, my household from Humboldt County wanted to send something to you and the family for your dad. Much love from California, Gina. Humboldt County. I watched the thing about the marijuana trade up there, and it looks a little questionable. I felt very up there, Redding, California. I just read it's going to be like 122 degrees, and then some. I don't know who, but a self-proclaimed nerd termite. It's Madigan's Pubcast, and it's got a little checklist. They made it on this little printout piece of paper. Updates, front page pub news, what to watch this week. It's great. It's just great. I have really smart people.
You're about to rip into that peanut butter.
I'm going to get into that peanut butter. And then here's our quotes, and then we're out of here. You guys have a good 4th of July.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day to all the Canadites.
The Canites.
The Canites.
I don't like that. We'll come up with something better.
Tay-Tay said, this is in the Miss Americana documentary, which I did enjoy. She said, I want to wear pink and tell you how I feel about politics. And I don't think that those things have to cancel each other out. Boom. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
I feel like, though, I always wear the same thing on stage. I don't want people to pay any attention to my clothes because I think you'll pay more attention to what I'm saying
Right.
if my clothes just are neither here nor there. Oh, she has jeans and a T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Great. Then we don't think about it.
Perfect.
Dolly. Let's see.
I promise I'll bring her cast iron.
You will bring it next week.
So heavy.
On realness, in an interview with Elle magazine, I'm totally real as a writer and as a professional, as a human being. A rhinestone shines just as good as a diamond.
Is that it?
Well, here's another one on plastic surgery and Southern living.
I like that one.
This is on plastic surgery. If they ask me, I just say, yeah, whatever, and I ain't done yet. Okay.
Boom.
All right, termites.
What are you
that's it.
doing for the 4th?
What am I doing for the 4th? I'm going to go, well, a bunch of places. Hopscotching around and drinking other people's booze.
Perfect.
Yep, hopefully all from a kayak. That's my plan. I'm just going to rock up to various docks and say, do you have any alcohol?
You can't get DUI in a kayak.
Nope, can't get it. I can't even get a BUI in a kayak
No.
because it's not motorized.
No.
I'm the motor. And if this motor gives out,
Yep.
night-night,
Yep.
as I would say.
Love downtown.
Have a good 4th and have a good weekend off for people that get Friday off
Yeah.
for the 9 to 5 or Monday through Fridays. At least I thought it was a ripoff on a Wednesday because then it was too confusing. I also think it's a ripoff for worker people, 9 to 5ers, when it's a Friday or Saturday. You would have had it off. You get to take the one before it or after, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it gets complicated.
Corporate American style. If it's Saturday, then you get Friday off. If it's Sunday, you get Monday off.
Oh, is that how that works? Yeah, I didn't last long enough in corporate America.
No,
It lasted a year and a half. I must have been off that 4th and not bitched about it, or I'd remember it.
You can't play with fire in corporate America.
You can't do any of this in corporate America. No, I just worked and drank while I did it. And I ate Tato's. By the way, Tato's, the Irish chips I love so much, they have a mascot.
Yeah, Mr. Tato.
Mr. Tato danced with Tay-Tay. on stage.
No.
Yeah. That would have gotten me more excited than Taylor Swift. Mr. Tato? Yeah, it's like seeing Bucky. Crazy.
Yeah, it is. So fun.
All right, termites. You know what to go watch? Go have fun.
Have a good 4th.
Hope it doesn't rain. It's going to apparently pour here. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't trust them anymore. They're always off. Yeah. Like, badly off, though, lately. I do like the weather people, per se, but forecasts have been bad.
A lot of rounding.
A lot of rounding up. Well, we didn't see them storms, we promised. But we did see a little bit of rain for it. Heat back up. Oh, my God, you could have been out all day. Stop covering your ass. Just say we fucked up or whatever. Blame somebody else. All right, that's it. Happy 4th of July. Yay, USA. Yay, USA.
USA.
Yeah. Happy Canada Day. Yay, Canada. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome, Pat. All right, that's it. Night, night,